News, KROS.
Well, good morning. It is time to catch up with the Clinton Public Library. And we've also got from the Band Boosters, Heather here as well. So we're kind of double booked for today's program. Kendra, we'll get started with you since you're normally here at this time. So what's going on with the library?
Well, we've got, as long as the weather holds up for tomorrow, we are doing another story time in the park. That's at Clinton Park by Prince of Peace School and the fire station. That'll be at 10:30. And I believe the theme is things that fly at night. So bats and owls.
Oh, great.
With a fun little craft to take home. And then later this month, we've been getting our seed library up and going again, and we're going to be having a seed giveaway event on October 23rd, and that'll be from 10 to noon. And of course, people will be able to come in and get seeds. It'll mostly be like milkweed seeds for butterfly gardens. And we'll have some activities, so it'll be fun for the whole family. We'll have some coloring pages and some other activities for kids to do. And we also have our Lions Reads Book Club. We'll be meeting on Wednesday, October 27th from 1:30 to 3. And that'll be at the Hy-Vee Market Grill. And that's just a casual book conversation. Whatever you're currently reading, come in, talk about it. Maybe you'll get someone else on that book as well. And they don't read a specific book and discuss. And we still have board vacancies. So if you want to join our board, come on out. Apply, please.
I was going to ask you about that because, you know, it's important to be a member of a board for the Clinton Public Library, but it's not a huge time commitment, is it?
No, they meet every third Monday for the regular board meetings, and then there are committee meetings sprinkled throughout, but, you know, maybe 5 hours tops for your whole month is the commitment.
Now, do you sit in on these board meetings?
When I can,
okay.
Yeah.
And what are basic responsibilities of a director?
So Susie will, you know, kind of share where we're at budget-wise, what kind of programs we've been doing, where we're at with stats, our circulation stats, so how many books have been checked out, and the board just approves the bills that have to get paid. And then there's discussion about other stuff that happens for the future of the library. Like right now, we're doing FEH Design. They're an architecture design planning company from Dubuque. We started a conceptual planning process with them, so the board had to approve that.
Okay, so what else is going on with the library?
Well, with that conceptual planning, we've got our core group. We just met last night, but now we're going to be reaching out to community members. This is, do we expand the library? Do we build a new library on a different site? They're going to look at all of those options. So we need community members to come in and give their opinion of what they think the library should be, because this is a community library. It is for our community members. So we want to make sure that we have our wide array of community members.
When will this take place and how can people get more information?
You're welcome to either email me at kevers@clintonpubliclibrary.us, or you can give us a call at 242-8441. There will be several meetings. People do not have to come to all of them. The next meeting will be November 4th. I'm not sure of the time, but we'll be reaching out to people. But if you know someone who you think has a great opinion, we also need some young people, teenagers, early 20-somethings. So if you have any young people in your life that you think would have great opinions about the library, have them reach out to us. I'd be happy to talk with them and let them know all the details of the upcoming meetings.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, Heather, waiting over there patiently. She is here for the Clinton High School Band Boosters. And Heather, what you guys got coming up?
We were getting the word out that Saturday, October 16th, from 6 to 10 p.m. at the high school, Clinton High School, we'll be having our annual Music on the Mississippi, which is a marching band competition. And we'll be having, it's a invitational, and we'll host 7 other high schools from the region, actually some in Illinois, some in Iowa. And during that time frame, at both Class 3A, Class 4A schools, they'll all put on their marching band shows, usually about 15 minutes on the field, and cycle through all of them, and there'll be awards at the end. The middle school, the Clinton Middle School, is also doing a very beginning part. They're doing the national anthem as well. So it's a community event. Over 1,000 people usually attend, and lots of parents from all those other schools. They do the circuit every Saturday, and so on October 16th, they'll be coming to Clinton High School.
Okay, so it's October 16th. It's
Yes.
going to be at the high school.
Yes.
What time does everything get started?
6:00 p.m. It's an evening show. It's a great time to be under the lights and with the music and the different shows that are coming through. It's a lot of fun.
I know Clinton High School, watching the band, of course, at halftime of the
Yes.
football games. I get to see them. I know you've competed at Mount Pleasant, and
Yes.
have you been to Cedar Rapids already as well?
Yes, last Saturday.
How'd it go?
It went quite well. Yeah, that was a huge show. That one started at like 3 p.m. and went till 10 at night. So that was a massive amount of kids coming through there. But they had a great venue, so they had a lot of fun.
I would imagine it's probably almost as much fun watching the bands preparing to get onto the field as those that are on the field. I would imagine it take. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so they have, if they get there early enough, they have time to watch some of the other shows that are ahead of them. Or if they're an early band, they can stick around and watch. That's always a good learning experience for them. But they do have a call time, where they need to prep and you sort of move through behind the scenes. You're on deck, you're lined up, you're ready to go. And then if you're next, you're just right there at the edge of the field. And it's 15 minutes that they have to get on and off the field and in the middle perform their show. And so they have to be, organized and on top of their game. So,
And I know there's always a lot of props, and that's where the parents come in on this, right?
There is, yeah. Every year it's a different theme. So this year's more of a circus theme, and so they're wearing some different props. Some have red noses for clowns and that type of thing. Color guard fits that theme as well. And then we've got a little bit of props in there too, kind of fitting again the circus theme. And we have parents who are amazing. That Band Boosters group is very supportive, and we just have a lot of fun. A lot of us are former band members ourselves, and so we're it's our second wind, a little bit as our kids go through the program.
Again, visiting with Heather of the Clinton High School Band Boosters. Now, talk a little bit about the Booster Club. How often do you guys get together, and what kind of fundraisers and different things like that do you do? Because I know there's costumes and things like that are involved.
Yeah, we meet every month, and as a organized nonprofit. Right now, we are finishing up our cookie dough fundraiser, which was amazing. We're still doing the count on that to see how many cookies we have sold. This Saturday, the 10th, this Sunday, the 10th, we have a mattress sale also going on at the high school. And that one benefits both the choir and the band. It's a coordinated effort. So we have fundraisers like that throughout the year, whether it's fall fruit. We have a trip to New Orleans we're planning for spring break. So we have a big event coming up, and the kids are really excited because we had to cancel our larger trip, due to COVID previously. So they are motivated. So.
And you say your son's a junior.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so I would imagine he's looking forward to doing some traveling, especially toward his senior year. He plays the trombone.
Yes, he does. And he usually they do a larger trip like the New Orleans trip every 2 years, trying to make sure the kids get into that trip. This will be his only trip likely. Because he didn't have one last year, which was the planned year to do it. So,
talk a little bit about the feeding program into the high school. Of
Sure.
course, your son was in the middle school. How are things on the middle school level?
Yeah, amazing. They start them out, just getting used to their instruments, all the way back in 5th grade. And they try it out, and students have the opportunity to try different instruments, see what works for them. They can switch. As they grow, sometimes they get more lung capacity, or they just see an instrument they've never seen before, and they get to explore that. Through the middle school, then they start actually a marching program, more like parade style, not the big field show, but they kind of get used to that. And how is that to play and march at the same time? And then by the time they get ready for their freshman year, there's a band camp, full week in August every year, and they have a special extra session for new freshmen just to get used to the commands and the drum majors and everything. And then they're launched into it. So
now when the season is over with, what about the winter and spring months? What's the band do then?
Yeah, so we've got concert band and symphonic band. Typically, your juniors and seniors tend to be in the upper level band, and then concert band as well. And so they have a winter concert and then a spring concert, so December-ish, February, and sometimes they'll do like a May one as well at the end of the year. But they're playing their instrument all throughout the year. Yeah. This year we hope to have jazz band again. We didn't have jazz band last year. Again, more because the kids weren't as able to get together. And so an amazing jazz band group too. And that's even outside of the regular class of band. So we've got some pretty neat musicians coming out.
Just finally, a couple more things. You're a very interesting guest. Not that you're not, Kendra. But this is something that they can take on to the college level as well. I mean, you can go on to a marching band for the University of Iowa.
Absolutely. University of Iowa, UNI as well. We've got students up there who are pursuing music education. They are grads from Clinton High School. And so this is, in musicians themselves, it's building fine motor skills. It's even just building music appreciation. I mean, these students are exposed to our show this year has classical, it has, pop music. It's got a piece from The Greatest Showman, so they're experiencing this music in their lives, and it's something they're going to carry with them for the rest of their lives.
Okay, so again, the event is when?
It's Saturday, October 16th, 6 p.m.
All right, very good. At the high school.
At the high school, yeah.
And Kendra, the library, if people want to get out more information about the library, how can they best do that?
You can follow us on Facebook when it's working at IACPL. And you can always give us a call at 242-8441.
You are so topical. That was in the news this morning. Thank you, Kendra. Check of the weather now, brought to you by Clinton National Bank.
We've still got a lot of leftover cloud cover that's going to stick with us for the majority of our Tuesday. That'll keep temperatures down into the low 70s for the